Three. Welcome, lads, to another stream here in the Barca Bus channel. We are back after yesterday, of course. We won as well, and we are back today with the first win in the league, bro. Couldn't be a better start um, to start the league and start the season uh, with a win, of course. And what we're going to be doing today, now actually, is analyze the match. As we did it last season, what we used to do were watch alongs, no, or watch alongs during the match. But now this season we're going to do a little bit different, you know. We're going to do post match analysis so that we can chat more calmly, analyze things, and analyze stats, no. Uh, Player performances and all of that, as my computer is going absolutely crazy here at my side. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. But yeah, that's a little bit the idea. And also, I don't know exactly when, but I imagine it shouldn't take that much, no, for the Flick press conference to start as well, no. So we'll be looking at that, and also I prepared an interesting thing. Let me just put my camera up so that we can do as well. Here I have some notes that we can do the scores, no, the scores from the players, but that a little bit. Going forward in our stream. Actually, I have to put more players here, no. But after I do that, so that we can individually analyze each performances and give a rating for every player, and also Hansi Flick we can put in here, no. But yeah, how you guys are doing? I don't know who's in the chat. Welcome. Good night for everybody, or good afternoon, good morning. I don't know where you guys are watching us. My time is 6:50 in the afternoon here in Brazil. So we are getting close to the night. And yeah, just to give you guys before I forget, I have put in the chat the SofaScore link that you guys can use it to download it, no? And also we will be using it to see some stats, to see different things, and also talk about the match. Let me just be on Twitter so that we can see some different stats as well. But yeah, let's go on, no? Let's go on to the to start talking about the match, of course. Just give. Let me just do something here. Just get the. Let me just share the link of the stream here. Wait a moment. Okay. Now I think we're gonna be good to go. But yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Good to be back, eh? Good to start the season with a win. No, that I think that's the most positive thing that we can talk about it. No, and also because I think there was a lot of negativity. You know, I don't know if you guys were here yesterday at our podcast that we did, me and Pokiri, that is another guy from the Barca Bus, and we were talking about it. There was a lot of negativity, you know, in around the Barca fan base, around Barca as a whole, no, and basically everyone was with negative feelings going to this match, and I have to say that I think in a general way, it was a good match from Barca. Good, a decent match. A match where of course we're going to be talking more deeply, no. But the first half, I think Barca suffered a little bit more than what we should, and well, we would like to see. But as the game went on, as the Barca were getting the match, getting the momentum, getting more rhythm, and also I think Flick's used very well his subs, were very well timed, very well divided in the right subs in a whole. And I think Barca in the second half we did very well, man, very well, and knew how to respond the match, and also think it being able, man, to score basically right away after Valencia scored, as you guys can see. Valencia scored at the 44th minute of the first half, or they started winning the match, no? And Barca drew basically not right after it, but in the last play at the first half, and I think that helped a lot Barca to go in the match and kind of go back, no, and go to the second half with the dynamic. And we saw, because the Barca started the second half the way it ended the first. I explained that in with the dynamic for Barca, no, and the attacking going up in front foot, no, and also Lamin had a very very good chance starting the second half, and after that it came the penalty, no, the penalty that it gave us the second goal as well. So let me just see one thing here. I wanna make a test to see if the chat is working out. Okay. It is. Just I just wanted to see if the chat was working. But yeah, what else, man? Let me go in Twitter. No, let's see here first. So yeah, to give a brief analysis, no, to start, no, I think Barca first half wasn't good at all. I think in a general way, the first half we suffered a lot, and Valencia was being able to attack a lot, man, in the first half, getting through the wings, through the fullbacks from Barca, Jules and also Balde were getting exposed a lot, and from that way Valencia were attacking well, no, and also I think they occupied it well the midfield, and Barca were having problems to work in here, no, so. But it's interesting because the lineup actually was a lineup that let me see, Harry, welcome, man. Good night. Confused why Torre started. I felt like Torre could have done more in that position. We got the winch is the main thing, but I think definitely need to improve to be the big team. No, for sure, man, for sure. I think it's just the start, no. But that's the point, man. I think it's good to. Of course, it's always good to win, no? But especially, man, that we know that this squad that we have seen today is not the Barca squad that we will see throughout all the season, no? There are a lot of players that need to come back. For example, Pedri played only the second half. Fermin will come back. Gavi, and I think the squad. We talked about that yesterday, you know? The tendency is for to the squad to get better as the season goes on, no? Every match it passes out to the season, as the season goes, to the squad to get better. But it's interesting that you mentioned Ferran, because I think it was a kind of I don't know if bold move, but surely surprisingly move by Flick, no, to not put Pablo Torre, because as you guys know, Gundogan wasn't available for the match. No, let me see if I can find the tweet. Apparently he had as a precaution, because his head he hurt his head in the game against Monaco, no. So to here for him to as a precaution, he wasn't selected to the match, no. And by that way, we all thought that the most obvious choice would be to start Pablo Torres at number 10 and Rafinha at the left. No, I thought it would be that, but what Flick did was actually a different thing. No, to put Rafinha as a number 10 and then Ferran as a left wing. To be honest, I don't know what surprised me more, man. Rafinha as a 10 and Ferran as a left wing. Rafinha as a 10, I think, was a good move because he had played in there against Milan and did quite well, to be honest. And because Rafinha has the characteristics, the rhythm, press, he presses well. Of course, his positional play is in the best, no. So that's why sometimes we weren't able to connect the well, but the guy is good in the ball and all that. But I think instead of starting Ferran, you start with Paul Victor, no, as Paul Victor was in more rhythm, was in good momentum, and I think let me see where the subs to see. I think it is in a coincidence that Paul Victor's rating is bigger than Ferran's, to be honest, and Paul Victor played what 5 minutes. He entered 10 more or less, no. Entered in the 86 minute. Ferran played, I think, 64 minutes, and just for you to see, Paul Victor's impact in the game was much bigger than Ferran's in the playing more than a half. If you get me, so you see, I think Ferran, man, he's not in there, man. I don't know. Not that he's a bad player. No, it's not that. I think he's a good player, but I think it's better coming the bench, man. When the teams are tired and all that, you need a different thing you put Ferran for. But to start, I agree with you there. I feel like Frank de Jong hopefully thriving the pivot system alongside Casado Bernal. I would say Simi, we do have Urban, is a decent enough result. Yeah. Man, I don't know if you were in the start of the screen, as I said, no, that there was a lot of bad feelings, no, in the Barca fans before these games, no, before this game. People weren't confident, thought Barca was going to lose easily and all that. I to be honest, always tried to be confident and optimistic, because when I knew that the lineup that Barca was going to put today was more than a good enough lineup to win the game, as it happened. It wasn't the best, of course. It wasn't the best because it's just the first game, and you improve as it goes on, no. But I think, I don't know if you guys agree with me. I think it was more than what we expected, to be honest, man. Especially in the second half. The second half, I liked a lot what Barca did, man. Really good rhythm, attacking spaces really well, and Rafinha moving more, here close to Leva, getting in the box and all that. I think the subs, when Pedro came on, gave that pause, that calmness with the ball that is always needed, no. Let me see. Paul Victor should start the next game instead of a run. It's nice to see Flick's main some as well in the 60 minutes. Something shot barely did. Exactly, man. I think that is a very, at least in this match, was a very good improvement, no? From Flick compared to Xavi, because Xavi usually he waited the 7 minutes, 75th. He didn't use the subs, no? If we see, look, Gerard Martin came on for Balde because of an injury. Christensen came on for Kubarsi. That is a sub that I don't know if it was a needed sub, but Christensen did well. And then Pedro as well, a triple sub in the 64th minute. Then Eric Garcia came on when Bernal was a little bit tired, and then Paul Victor in the end of the game for instead of Lamine. If you know, all the subs were very timed, no, and when was needed, no, he did the sub when Barca needed the most, no. So I think that's the best thing, no. I think Gerard Martin went in and did well. Also in the offensive part of the game, he was coming a lot through the left, putting some decent crosses. Could have had an assist. Could have had an assist for Casado in the end of the match in Casado. What a match by Casado, man. To start the league, man. To start to start the league, I think he was one of the standout players, man. After Leva, of course, because Leva scored a brace and all of that, and so it's normal for him to get the man of the match. But I think Casado probably was the second best player, man, after after Leva, I would say, man. I really liked it a lot. And you mentioned, no, Casado with Bernal. I think both of them did a very, very good job, man. Now we can get some stats as we're already talking more deeply in the match. Let's get some stats in here. I think. We get. Why am I changing, man? If we can get here in the in the in the in the sofa score, man. My computer goes absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy, and I don't know why. But yeah, as you can see, Kubarsi Casado 7.2 rated. I wouldn't take the rating that seriously, because usually those ratings are a little bit, I don't know, are not the correct. But I think it's a decent enough rating, compared to what was the match. I think is a decent rating and fair, no. But you can see, 80 touches, 84% pass accuracy, 2 key passes. Because we saw, as Bernal was the pivot, Casado was the second man in the midfield, the more of the box to box. So he was the guy that was very, very close to the attack, to the forward players, and doing very well, man. We have seen him more than 2 times getting the box and having the chances, in the first half, just after Valencia scored, Casado had a very, very good chance to draw the match, So he's doing very well in that role, man. And I gotta be honest, when the season started, or the preseason started, I personally thought that we would have seen more Casado as a pivot than Bernal, man. I thought it was going to be like that, but as we are seeing, Casado is more playing more as a box to box, and Bernal as the pivot, and as of now, it is working quite well, man. In my opinion, at least. Bernal, Casado are a great pivot to see them continue in pre-season form. I would like more of Alex Vai and Hector Fox, especially. Alex Vai has a release cost for 2 million now. Yeah, that's a good point, man. It's interesting to see, what's gonna be happening here until the end of the transfer window, because unfortunately there is still 2 weeks to go, man. So it's unpredictable, It's unpredictable to see what's gonna happen. I hope Vai continues, man, because I think he can be a good option, especially knowing that Balde is a little bit injury prone. We saw him getting off the match with a little bit of injury, but I have seen already. I can put it to you guys that it wasn't a serious one. I have just seen a tweet in here that he confirms that it was just a bit of a lumping. So nothing to worry there. But yeah, man, Casado and Bernal complement each other very well. But I want to see, man, what's going to happen when everybody's fit, because probably I would imagine when, for example, Gavi is in, even if Frankie de Jong is in, I would imagine that those guys are going to play. Even Gundogan, man. I think Gundogan will be playing one way or another. So I would imagine that probably only one of Casado and Bernal will be a starter week in, week out, even if both of them have been completely complementing each other very well, man. But yeah, the shots on target 0, but shots off target 1, shots blocked. There was that big chances missed. I would put 2, because that was the one in the end of the match and the one before the half time, before the Levas goal. But overall, very good match by Casado, man. We will be doing our match ratings after. But I really liked his match, man. I think he after Leva, because of course Leva scored 2 goals, and when you score 2 goals, man, of course you're gonna be man of the match. It's impossible not to be, you know. But I think after Robert, probably Casado was the best management, the best player in the game. I would say Casado Bernal will probably play a rotation rule once the full squad comes back. Yeah, because I would imagine, for example, you imagine when Gavi is in. Gavi, of course, we have to wait for him to be 100% fit, no? Unruly stainless balls. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Well, let's go, man. Very, very good way to start the season, no? Happy that you guys are in a positive vibe as well, and I think we all can agree that there was a good start, man. Not a great start, but definitely a good one, and I think better than what we all expected, no. But I think we all can agree that after the when Valencia scored, I think the the feelings were very very bad, no, because Valencia was playing better at first half, in my opinion. We were talking a little bit before that they were getting a lot in the counter, man, hurting a lot our fullbacks here. Diego Lopez and Vasquez were getting the best out of Kunde, Hafamir, Hin, and Thierry Correa as well. They were having a lot of spaces, man, and attacking well in general way. So and also before they scored, they already had a chance by Rafa Mir that was very really 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 free, even if he was offside. But basically one on one with Ter Stegen. There was another one that Ter Stegen had to save out in the line. There was there was a key moment in the match, which I think we all can agree. After the first goal from Valencia, just after that goal, there was a very very big chance, man. I don't know who was it Rafa Mir, the one that shot it, or even Rukudur, don't remember now. But that Ter Stegen lost the ball, no? That Ter Stegen did a bad pass. Valencia was pressing, they recovered it, and almost scored, and Kubarsi saved it out of the line. And basically, after that play, Barca went in and scored the first goal, no? So basically, basically, we went from conceding the second goal to draw the game and go to the halftime with the game 1-1 in basically 30 seconds, 1 minute. And I think if that doesn't happen, man, if we concede that goal, I think the game would be down the drain, or basically down the drain. So Kubarsi, man, I think Kubarsi has to have a very very good shout, because he saved our asses in the first half, man. We were looking at Guerra as a Peter before Bernardo Casado plays well. We definitely need to tighten it back before it gets worse. Yeah, but I think it will get better when Araujo is back. When to be honest, I was surprised that Christensen didn't start, man, as well. But I think it was it's a very good thing that Kubarsi started, so it means that he was already 100% fit, and also that Flick has confidence in him. Of course, he should, no, because we all know that Kubarsi is very good, no. But to see that he started just 1 week after coming back with the team, I think is good news. And Inigo is doing well, man. I think that the first half of Barca, but I don't know if it was the defense, was the team as a whole. No, we weren't pressing well, we weren't connecting well with the ball. It wasn't working, you know. And when you have to run so many times behind is difficult. No, is what a little bit what we saw last season. Last season that happened a lot, man. That we were suffering a lot in the transition and all that. But I think definitely will get better, man. The problem is that Araujo will only come back in December, no. So probably we will see Kubarsi together with, I would say, Inigo or Christensen, no. I gotta be honest, Inigo played the whole match, no. Let me see Inigo's stats. Block shots, interceptions, Grandu, possession loss 10. Yeah, with off defending, Inigo did very well in my opinion in the one v ones, recovering the ball and all of that. But with the ball, I think he lacked a little bit, man. I think with the ball, Christensen was much better than Inigo, man. But we definitely will see one of them will be pardoning, sorry, Kubarsi during the season until, of course, um, Araujo comes back. No, when Flick's talking, if you guys can aware me, you guys that are in the chat, so that we can follow the press conference through Twitter, because unfortunately I think we cannot put it live because we don't have the rights to do it, and also we cannot put images from the match here in YouTube. At least is not allowed, and also in Facebook. So we'll have to be doing in a more traditional way, no? Looking the stats, looking the numbers and all of that. But I think it works. It works perfectly as well. Don't think it is a problem to be doing like that, man, if I gotta be honest. But what else, man? What else that we can chat about here, man? Yeah, Bernal Caçador very, very well in my opinion. Lamine, man, Lamine's match was a very interesting one, man, because I think the first half, as well as basically the whole team, he wasn't doing well. Actually, was quite, in my opinion, quite poor first half from Lamine. But as the game went on, I think he improved a lot, and basically and helped Barca changing the match, because at the end of the day he gave an assist to Leva in the first goal, and in the second half was probably Barca most dangerous player, no? Always going on in the right back, going to the going inside, going outside, creating chances. Like a little bit in the final third, I think. But look, big chances created too. Shots on target 1, dribble attempts 5, 3 succeeded. So I think started as the whole team went got better as the game went. No, I think if I can resume the match, I probably would say that, man, that Barca improved as the game went on. No, first half poor, really poor or poor, and second half decent, pretty decent. No, so that's a little bit the line. No, and Lamine together with the team was a little bit in that. But Lamine, we all know what Lamine gives to Barca. No, thoughts on how Garcia games. Lamine slowly got into it. Have his fathers arrived after what happened to him? Yes, man. It was a very concerning thing, what to see what happened with Lamine's father, man. When it happened, it was Friday, Friday or Thursday, if I'm not wrong. And but good to see that Lamine got through it, and also that his father is alright and 100% recovered. No. But you asking me about Garcia, man. Pleasantly surprised, bro. Pleasantly surprised about his performances, especially because he entered in the second half and entered as a midfielder, which is I think a little bit surprising, because when he came on from Bernal, I think everybody, including myself, thought that Eric Garcia would be coming on as a center back, then Christensen as a DM, but no, Christensen continued as a DM, and Garcia, when he entered here as a DM, and did quite well, to be honest, man. Helped Barca to be on control, helped Barca to be calm as in the ball in those last last 10, 15 minutes, I think he did well together with Pedri to hold up the ball and was doing the simple things. At the end of the day, to play as a pivot is really hard because you have to do the simple things, and doing simple things, as Cruyff once said, no, in football is really hard. And he was doing that, man. Passing up when you had to pass, holding up the ball when you had to hold up, come back to the defenders or to the keeper. He did a job, man, and did quite well. And I gotta be honest, that yesterday we were talking about the squad and all of that, and we talk about Eric Garcia being in the squad, and I mentioned that maybe we could see him playing as a pivot sometimes, but I didn't expect it to be already now. And it's so interesting to see that maybe Flick sees Eric Garcia in the rotation system of the team more as a DM than as a center back, which is interesting. But I think he did well, man. Clearance is one, Aero do is one, 91% accurate passes, which is really good. Only missed one pass, which is very good. 14 touches, and yeah, basically played in the whole part of the in the middle part of the pitch, no, and helping a lot in the build up in the game, no, in the construction. But of course, I would like to mention that we were talking about, but I didn't mention a lot about Marc Bernal. I think very good debut for him in the first team in La Liga. Casado, by the way, was first match in this season for him in an official match, but Casado had already made his debut in an official match in La Liga with the first team. You know? Last season he played under Xavi some matches, not that much, not as a starter, of course, but he played. Bernal was his first match of the season, first start for him, and I think he did the job, and it's clear as day that we will need a player like him during the season, man. But we need in the starting 11 a player like him, man. This player that can hold the team up, make the balance, hold up the ball, the things I was talking about Eric Garcia. Is what Bernal did, but of course a little bit better, because at the end of the day, Bernal is is a pivot, and Eric Garcia is a defender, so it's normal to see that Bernal did better in that way, and very comfortable. I think in the recovery, let me see how many recoveries he did, man, because that is something that interests me. Look, round duels won 5 from 8, really nice, really decent. Numbers, 4 tackles, block shots 1, so lost possession 5 times, which is not ideal, but 94% pass accuracy, which is very good in my opinion. So very decent match by him. If you heard that is my brother screaming in the background, man. Garcia is very underrated. He played well in Girona last year, so we're happy to have him. Bernal is proving himself very well. Casado played a few matches, I think, at home in the last few matches. Man, if I was seeing before the season started, if I'm not wrong, he played one game against Cadiz. If I'm not wrong, he played against Atletico, man. That 3-0 away from home. He entered in the second half. I know because I was seeing him. I saw some highlights for him, man, before the season started, because I wanted. I didn't follow Barca Athletic that much last season, so I didn't know how he played, no. And I was seeing some highlights to kind of inform myself, no. But after, of course, seeing the preseason and all of that, it's clear as day that the Casado is prepared to be in the first team, no. When he renewed, no, when he renewed before the transfer window started, it was clear as day that Barca had was planning to have him in the first team, no, because otherwise he wouldn't have renewed him in a medium long term contract until 2028. So it's clear that Barca wanted to have him in the team for sure. And yeah, man, what you talk about Garcia is it is that. By the way, I have guys probably have seen that I have a Girona scarf in here because I went there this year, and also Madrid and also in Valladolid, and that's why I bought to have as a collection, not because not because I am a fan of those teams. Of course, I am a Barca fan, of course, but I like to have as a collection. But yeah, man, I think that the loan for at Girona helped him a lot, man. Helping a lot at the first place to recover his confidence, no, because at Barca, man, the guy received critics after critics basically every moment he was in the pitch, no. So it was also good for him to recover his confidence and slowly but surely get game time, have the confidence of the team he was playing and the manager, and come back better, and come back in a better than when he left. No, and I think as of now, he has shown some good shows of it, and exactly what you are saying now, I think is the same that should happen with Rocky, man. Loan him, let him the opportunity, to go. Like, I don't know if for Girona, but a team like that where he'll be important, where he will have the opportunity to play and at the end of the day show his quality that we all know that he has. Unfortunately, at Barca, until now he wasn't able to do, and also the pressure that he has playing at Barca is complicated, no. So if I think he has he deserves to have that opportunity, and then hopefully goes well and comes back stronger next season, no. Which for I think it's clear as day that Barca wants to get rid of him now because he wasn't even in the bench, no. In the Gamper Trophy as well, he wasn't selected as well. So it's clear, no. It's clear that I'm just seeing something in my phone here, but yeah, it's clear as day, man. It's clear as day that Barca doesn't count on Vitor Roque, at least for now, no, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it didn't work, no. It definitely was a signing that for now, at least he hasn't worked out, no. Let me see, man. I think now Flick must be speaking for sure, no. For sure, he must be speaking already, man. But meanwhile, let me see if there is any more comments in here. And then after that, after we see Flick's press conference, we'll be making our scores, no. An interesting thing that I think probably you guys sounds good, nice, and I think he's already talking, man, because an interesting quote talking about Gundogan, as I mentioned before, but I mentioned again for if anybody lost it. Gundogan wasn't in the match because look, he was out tonight as he had some discomfort. I think he's gonna end up staying at Barca. I spoke to Ikai, but that stay between us, and then it's a private conversation. I gotta be honest, man. I don't know how much the protagonism that Gundogan will have at Barca this season, man. I have a little bit of a worrying feeling because seeing that many news of Barca wanting to get rid of him and all of that, and Turkey and I don't know what, I don't think it's a good sign. But he has came out, I think last week or whenever it was, saying that he doesn't intend to leave Barca this season, and now Flick's confirming that. So I think he will be with the squad, no, and I think he will be playing. But now, especially seeing how Casado and Bernal is playing, I don't know if will be starting matches. But as a number 10, I think as a number 10, we definitely can see him. Definitely. Because at the end of the day, I think at Germany, for example, he played there and played very well. When in the next game, for example, if Gundo can play, we could see Rafinha in the left and Gundo as a number 10. And I think it would be better than. But then probably next match, Dani Olmo probably will be playing. Yeah, forgot to mention, but Dani Olmo wasn't available. No, wasn't available. Wasn't registered. No, wasn't registered to the match, which is an unfortunate thing. But considering that was the first match, and also that there is time to before the transfer window ends. I think it wasn't the end of the day, and Barca did got the job without Dani Olmo. So I think that is the good news. But I think it's even bigger news to know that, for example, next match against Athletic, we will have available Dani Olmo, which is a player that we all, even if we can agree that maybe it wasn't a necessary signing, or it's more a luxury signing than a needed signing, and it was a lot of money that was spent, but he's just a very good player nonetheless. And the good players, everyone want to have good players in their team, no? So I think he shouldn't. I think he will make Barca better. I think we'll add a lot of interesting things to the team. I hope at least, but I think he will, man. Let's see what else, man. What else? What else is here for you? What else Flick has said, man? I would like to show some images, man, but I think I cannot, man. So I will try to avoid it. So we don't have any problems by that, because I don't want to have to lose the stream or anything like that. Let me just drink some water, man. Let's give a look, man. Before anything, in the of course it's early, no. It's just the first round in the La Liga, but let's give a look in the table, man, because I want to see the other matches, man, that have happened. For now, Athletic Bilbao drew with Getafe in the first match of the season, playing at home against Getafe that had only 13 infield players. Betis and Girona drew, considering Girona scored all of the. How Girona lost basically half of their team in the transfer window. I think is a decent result. Celta beat Alaves. Las Palmas beat drew with Sevilla. Osasuna drew Leganés. A lot of draws in. Only 2 matches were in draws until now, which is Barca and Celta. And yeah, so Barca starting with a win, no? And then next match, which is gonna be next Saturday, a little bit before, a little bit earlier, no, than today. That is 2 p.m. here where I am, which is gonna be, I don't know where you guys are, I don't know where you are, Harry, but that is, I think, 7 p.m. Central European time, no? And then after that, Rayo, Valladolid, and then here is the first international break. I gotta be honest, man. I think these 4 matches, Barca. The hardest match will be against Bilbao for sure. That will be a tough match, and we'll see what's gonna be happening in this match. But today's match, and also the against Vallecano and Valladolid, that at the end of the day are teams that gonna be fighting in the relegation zone, man. I think we should be able to get the result, man. I think, and as we said in the start of the stream, the players will start to recovery. For example, Fermin should be good to go next match. I think Pedro should be good to start. Dani Olmo, and so the squad will be getting better as the days and weeks pass out. No, Bilbao is going to be a tense match. Simi, Nico will probably stay there and won't sign. No. I think that is that. Yeah, that is done. No, I think there's if he has already started the season with Athletic, I would personally be surprised if he leaves, man. Um, to Barca and to wherever it may be, but I think he's gonna be staying 100%. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Do you guys think the Barca fans will be booing him? Maybe, maybe the ultra fans, the most radical fans might do it, but at the end of the day, he's not a Barca player. So, but I could understand the frustration of some fans, even if I understand and respect, of course, Nico's decision to stay. I think is we all can understand it. Let me see if there's. I don't think we would boo him because he didn't exactly do anything wrong, so to speak. We are more likely to boo Deco more than anything. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I just said it because I don't know. Maybe some fans would be sad that he. I wouldn't say he rejected Barca, but he decided to stay. More than he rejected Barca, I think he decided to stay at Bilbao, but at Athletic. Sorry. But I don't know, man. Maybe there are some fans that would be mad with him and do that. But I agree with you. I think the boost would be more towards the sporting how do we say that in English, man? The directors, sporting directors of Barca, Deco, Laporta, and company. Let me see if Flix is talking, man, because I don't see his press conference in any way, in any place probably didn't start it. So I think we can do the following, man. Let me see. Couldn't agree more with you, man. I also hope we finally get rid of Lenglet before the transfer window ends. That is a good point you have mentioned, man. I will as we wait for the press conference. I'm going to hope I can find something in here. So I don't know where it's gonna be, man. But I will try to find here in my computer that I have something interesting talking about that it could be interesting to tell, man, about that the current situation about Barca squad, man, and what we can expect going through the end of the window, man. But yeah, man, I think probably Lenglet, if I were to guess, Lenglet, Vitor Roque, and maybe Ansu Fati. I think probably those three players would be in the exit ramp. Probably is the three most likely exits. Lenglet and Vitor Roque for sure. For sure, Lenglet has to leave 100% because otherwise we would be in a big problem. The only thing is that that probably will be another loan, man, which kind of sucks, man. I would like to get rid of him once for all, but knowing his salary probably will be difficult. Villarreal or Atleti seems the most likely destination. Rumor Atleti and Lenglet have agreed for just financial wages for them. Yeah, I think that what I've read, at least from Mateo Moreto, is that Atletico has Lenglet as an option for their center back, but not the main option. They have another players that they want before Lenglet, so they want to see if they can get those players. If they don't, they will go for Lenglet, which for Barca, I don't think it's good news because how much time you will have to wait for them to decide? I don't know. So that I don't think the destination for Langley is the least important, and then the important is to get rid of him. And one way or another. Why does this doesn't charges, man? Which is just kind of bollocks. Yeah. But yeah, what I wanted to show you to you guys is yesterday at at our podcast stream. No, we made a tier list with the current situation of basically every Barca player in the squad. Just Bernal isn't here because he wasn't in the tier list, and we just talking about him. But he's in the this kind of the same situation about Casado. No, first teams with the possibility of being starter. No, with but he's gonna be in the first team for sure, but is in the balance, no, for being a starter, the same as Casado. We put him as a starter because for now he's playing there. But as you can see, no, Mika Faye, Legley, Clement Langley, Julian Araujo is already gone. Frankie de Jong was one that we put it because I think would be the ideal word would be to sell him, but I think he will end up staying because he doesn't want to leave. And his wages, I don't think any club would like to pay, will sign him with the current wages that he has, no. And Ansu Fati, but I think Frank De Jong is not gonna leave. It's just this one was more of a desire than what's gonna happen. But I think Mika Faye, I forgot to mention Faye, no. Mika Faye, Lenglet, and Ansu Fati, you can expect to leave. I am a staunch Frank de Jong defender, but I can see why you would want to have. I think like the team hasn't given a place to play, and I think Kemen he's a good pivot. No, I understand, and would be the ideal word for him to, if he stays and performs, and hopefully that happens. But I think, man, if you consider that point that is a little bit difficult to find a place for him. And to fit him in the team, and considering the wages and at the end of the day, is a player that you can get a decent transfer. You can get a decent transfer for him, no. So that's why we put him here. But I'm also a Frank de Jong fan. I think he's a fantastic player. But Barca, unfortunately, I think never really ended up fitting the team, you know, and in the way Barca plays. But if he's in the squad, if he stays, we'll go with him until the last day he's in here, no. So, but yeah, man. The rest, Vitor Roque alone, Uriel Romeo already left with alone as well, and then Iñaki Peña was also a little bit of a desire one, but wasn't me. Sorry. That was Pukiti, the guy that was with me that said, and he preferred the Barca Athletic keeper before Iñaki Peña. I honestly, I think Iñaki Peña as a backup keeper does the job. No, he needs to reduce his wages first and foremost. That's the most important thing. I know he will do the right thing, hopefully, eventually. Yeah, that would be the ideal scenario, no, for him to reduce wages, stay at Barca, and succeed, no, and succeed. But I don't know if Barca specifically will give him that opportunity. Hopefully we do, but let's see, man. Let's see what's gonna be happening. But I don't think he's going to leave it. And then at first team first team squad players. No, we have Eric Garcia, Inigo, Hector Ford, Valle, Pablo Torre, Paul Victor, and then Ferran. We put it because I think if Fati leaves, Ferran stays. I think will be only one of if one of them leaves, the other one stays. No, I don't think Barca will be getting rid of both because then you would be losing squad depth. And as Ferran is a little bit more with a little bit more rhythm, and at the end of the day, you know what Ferran gives you. I think it's more likely for him to stay than Ansu Fati. And then starters, no. We have Ter Stegen, of course, Araujo when he comes back, Casado, Gundo, I think it can still be considered a starter, Leva, and also Dani Olmo, I think, I don't know if every match, but will be starting a lot of matches and will be an important player. And then here we have crucial and untouchable players. I gotta be honest, Kunde I would put in here, but Christensen I probably be putting here more in the starter tier because I don't think he's an untouchable player. But we agree with Fukiri and then we put it. But the rest, of course, Kubarsi, Bade, or Gavi, Pedri, Fermin, Lamine, and also Rafinha you can consider, especially with the left wing. With us not signing a left winger, I think Rafinha is a crucial and we saw today what Rafinha gives to this team. Playing for the middle, playing for the left. Rafinha played today. Let's come back to the sofa score thing, and let's put Rafinha play the whole match, which is very very nice to see. And look, through the middle, through the right, through the left, inside the box, basically everywhere. Rafinha was very, very good for match from him. So yeah, it's nice to see Ralph incredible plays. They're supporting him last season. Started winning a lot of fans wanted him going. So I'm happy people finding his value. Exactly, man. I think he's a player that has shut a lot of mouths, in the Barca fan base, and I'm also happy that he has been able to do it, man. Because I think he's a player that can give a lot to this team, and also happy, man, that Flick also has confidence in him. Because if Rafinha has started today, has started in the preseason and all that, and has played the whole match today, is because I think Flick consider him as an important player, So it's very good to see, man, and hopefully continues like that, man. And yeah, the rest is a little bit like normal, no. Of course, Pedri, Gavi, Fermin, Lamine, Kubarsi, Balde, those players, of course, are the future of Barca, no. So the present and future, so it's all of them undebatable players, no. The tier list I mostly agree with. I would argue to sell for him because he's a bit inconsistent, but he's a best quality player. We need to immediately sell. But would you sell? That is a good question. A question I will make for you, Harry, and also if there's anybody else in the chat. Would you sell first Fati or Ferran, man? Because as I said, I think if we sell one, it will be only one, not both. I still, honestly, even if I would like Fati to stay and to succeed at Barca, I have a feeling that I don't know, man. Because the problem is that we haven't seen him, man, this preseason. I think that is what has gone against him, man. If he had been during the preseason and we could have been seeing what he was able to give, I think we would be better, man. But as he injured himself again before the preseason is difficult, man. So I think the idea was to keep him, man. I think Flick had him in his plans, but as he got injured, I don't know what's gonna be happening, man. So that's why I think Ferran probably would be staying first of him. I would probably sell Fati over Ferran. I love Fati, but my gut feeling is that he won't get back to his full best. And at Brighton, exactly, man, exactly. That is the point, man. You are 100% with you because I thought that the loan to Brighton, man, would be a little bit like what happened to Eric Garcia, for example. Recover his confidence in an environment that he would be able to play without pressure, have the confidence on the manager. But at the end of the day, he basically didn't play and got injured again. No, I didn't follow Brighton week in, week out last season, but I followed Fati and then the news, and I know that he basically didn't play. And as you said, had what 1 2 games scored like not that many goals. So unfortunately, it didn't work out as expected. No, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I would probably say that he has a, I don't know, without having any info and nothing like that, but probably a 75 80% of chance of leaving. Then we have to see if we will sell him or or loan him out. Another point that I think if he leaves, and also Vitor Roque, one is going to be loaned out and the other is going to be sold. I think that is the point. And as of now, it looks more like it, at least, that I think for Rocky would be a loan and Fati a sell. But well, let's wait and see. Fati is rumored to go to Fenerbahce with Mourinho. Oh, really? I didn't saw that, man. But yeah, I don't I don't know if it's the best place for him to play or the best style. But I don't know if they offer some good money, they offer some good money to Barca and wanna sign him. I mean, wouldn't be the worst thing, man. But but let's see what's gonna happen. Has here there is a quote from by this guy. I don't know if I can show it, man. Because the Facebook has some copyright things and all that. But yeah, Flick talking about the La Masia and all that, and the young players, and just saying that there isn't any problem of them being in La Masia. Talking about, I imagine, Casado and Bernal, and seeing their impact in the team. And at the end of the day, man, the age is only a number, no. And if the players have shown that they have the quality and the talent to be in the first team, they will be there, as Lamine has done, Kubarsi, Fermin, and if the player has to be good, then the age doesn't really matter. What has to happen is the player to be good and perform. No? But yeah, man. I think we can go to the scores and do our scores. We have seen from Sofa score, but let's do ours. And then I think for today is gonna be it, because I cannot be staying that much, because I have I have some I have something to do in the night, so I cannot stay much more than the next 15 20 minutes. But so let's do the scores, and I think for today is gonna be it, man. Don't worry about it. Hope so go rise with that. No. It's just we'll be gonna be hanging out with my friends, I think. But let's do the ratings. By the way, if everything's goes right, or goes well, actually, we should be every match of Barca here. So for you guys that have been here, Harry and whoever else is in the chat and has passed in the stream, we after every game of Barca we'll be here, and you guys are all welcome to be here with us and to do the post match. Hopefully, always with a win. I don't know if always gonna be happening, but let's see. Let's start, man, with Ter Stegen. First half, quite poor, to be honest, with the distribution and all of that. And with the first goal, to be honest, I don't think it was his fault. I think it was it's a difficult shot to save. Very close to him, no, and it's not. I don't think it's his fault, no. But apart from that, didn't do. He had a mistake. Yeah, that he had the mistake from which almost led to the second goal from Valencia. If that goal had happened, probably Ter Stegen would have a very very bad score. But as he didn't, I would say six nothing terrible. His distribution was lagging today, which was evident, but I wouldn't call it an exceptional performance. Yeah, exactly, man. I would probably go by that. 5.5, 6, but as you said, 6 I would put it as well. Because as you said, the goal I don't think the goal was his fault, and apart from that, didn't do anything particularly well, but anything particularly bad. So yeah, a decent average performance from him. No, Koundé, I think Koundé, a lot. I think a lot of players, man, will have their scores inflated by the second half, man. I think the second half has happened. I agree that the goal wasn't his fault as well. No, I think was more of a defensive problem than Ter Stegen, in my opinion. A lot of players, man, the second half saved them, let's say, or improving the second half. And I think Koundé was one of them. No, in the first half, I think he was suffering a lot, man. In the wing, I don't remember who was the Valencia player that was attacking him, man, but was giving a lot of troubles for him. But second half he improved a lot, was more calm with the ball, more composed. Was getting was beating the one on ones, no. So that's why I would give him a 6.6. You said 6.5, no? I would say yeah. I think that's fair, man. 6.5 is okay. Koubarsi, man. Koubarsi for me the best, definitely the best defender at the team. For me the player that stood out the most. Had the clearance in the first half, which was key. Very good on the ball, doing really really good passes to the attack. 1v1s with Rafa Mir, Hugo Duro was doing well. So probably. An 7.58. No, I'm gonna be giving an 8 because as Barca won. No, when Barca wins, you gotta be putting a little bit more. No, I would say Koubarsi was 7.58. Yeah, probably done. I think we'll get to them, but I would say Leva because of the 2 goals. Casado with overall performance, and Koubarsi probably the three players that stood out the most, no, in this match. Inigo definitely a little bit behind Koubarsi. I think on the ball was lacking. We talked before, no, on the ball was lacking, but defending did well. Did the job defending. Defending for they did well. Was aggressive. Was winning his duels and all of that. So that's why I probably would give him a little bit more than Koundé, man. Probably a 7, 6.8, 7. I don't know what you say. Inigo surprised today. He wasn't actually too bad. 7. Yeah, I think in that, man, a little bit better than Koundé for sure, but not as good as Koubarsi. Balde is an interesting one, man, because got to sub out in the second half. In the second half, 30 minutes wasn't it? I didn't dislike his first half, to be honest. Was getting a lot in the flank and gave the pre-assist. Yeah, I almost forgot that. Gave the pre-assist to the first goal. No, he put the ball to Lamine. Lamine put the pass and Leva scored. So I think that can give him some points. Defensively, I think as Koundé also was a little bit meh, but I would give him also an 7 because also didn't play the whole match. No, great attacking wise, defensively vulnerable. Yeah, 6.57. So let's put an intermediate and give a 6.7 for him, man. Because offensively did very well, I think, but defensively, yeah, he was getting off guard a lot, and Gerard Martin when he came on in that part of the game did well, was covering a lot. Bernal, man, Bernal very very solid match from Bernal. Very, I don't think necessarily was the best game that we will see of Bernal in a Barca shirt, but a very very good game, very serious match, I would say, in of course a tough environment, which is Mestalla, against Valencia in the first round of La Liga, and that's it. Did everything, basically everything correctly. Was recovered a lot of balls in the link-up play. Was doing well. Was connecting well with Casado as he always do. So I would probably give him a 7.7, more or less that, man. I don't know. I think is a good score for him for sure, man. 7.5 seems like a good enough score. I think I would put I think it's good, man. I think he did it very well. And then Casado, as we already said, he talked about his performance. Probably together with Leva, the best Barca player. Probably overall performance, the best player. No, on the ball, perfect. Off the ball, running a lot. Could have scored once, even twice. But I know that doesn't necessarily is his best attribute. But was getting the box a lot, getting behind the Valencia defense. So Casado, as we talked about, deserves 80.5. Lever will probably get similar. Yeah, I would probably say that because of course the goals always count a lot. But yeah, I would give him an 8.5. Very, very good performance from him, and of course, great news. No, great news that he's on the on the team, and we have him. No, Rafinha probably not in that standard, but did well, man. I think we talk about was basically every hour in the final third, for the left, for the middle, for the right, for the box. Played in 3 different positions during the game. Suffered a penalty, which gives him some a good definitely highs up his score. So I probably give him an 8, man. Together with Kubarsi, I think he deserves it. 7.5, 7.7 could also be great. Yeah. Well, why did I put 9? I think we were a little bit behind Kubarsi. No, I think Kubarsi, but to be honest, Rafinha also had a directly impact in the game in the score, because at the end of the day he suffered the pen that led to the second goal. No, but yeah, I probably would agree with that. Lamine is an interesting one because we talked about him. First half, for me, quite poor for Lamine standards. Wasn't able to go in the 1-on-1, losing a lot of balls, a lot of passes. To be honest, really. Wasn't sharp, but in the second half, changed it completely and stood out. But as the first half wasn't that great, probably a 7.23. I don't know. 7.3 I would say, because I think the first half. Improving the second half, I would say a 7.2. Yeah, I think that is a decent score, man. Because at the end of the day, you have to kind of balance, the first half performance with the second, no. Ferran probably the player that stood out the least. Won't say the worst, but definitely far from being the best. And also had a 1v1 chance with Mamardashvili that he lost. No, the Mamardashvili saved. So yeah, man, I probably would give him, I don't know, 5.5. No, bad on the ball. Did some decent runs, to be fair, in behind, but after that, yeah, they didn't give too much. No, even if wasn't a disastrous performance, I would say. Definitely wasn't good. Definitely not what we need. But I have seen worse performances, to be honest. I would probably say it's 5.5. Yeah, I think this is enough score. What did he get in the sofa score, man? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, 6.4. Yeah, together with their stacking, the least rate the lowest rating in the team, which doesn't surprise. Definitely is not a surprise. And then the last one we have, of course, is Leva, and as we told and as we said, no, At the end of the day, scored twice, no, scored twice. So and won the man of the match. So Leva, and I think the same as Casado, because at the end of the day, they got scored twice, no, directly impact the game. Could have and should have scored a third one, having the very very good chance in the end of the game, and but missing, no, but good. Of course, if the thing with Leva, man, is he can make a bad match technically, cannot in the sense that on the ball maybe that won't contribute that much, but if he scores and put the back in the net, at the end of the day is what we expect from him. I think everything's gonna be fine. No, the problem is when he doesn't impact on the ball, no, in the Liga play and all that, and doesn't score, which has happened a lot last season, for example. But today, at least, out of the 3-4 chances that he scored, that he had, he scored twice. So, well, it's not bad. We could have put the subs, but the subs, as they didn't play that much, I think I would probably give all of them a 6.5, 7. I think all did well. Probably would give, I don't know. Yeah, I think all of them 6.5, 7, man. Jorge Martin did well. The defensively was good. Off the ball was decent as well. Eric Garcia did his job. Christensen as well. And Paul Victor played not that many matches, but probably was the sub that most impacted the game, in my opinion. And for us to end it, we can also give and should give Hansi Flick a score. I think is nice to give to also the manager. Gotta be honest, the lineup, I think, apart from Ferran starting, was a very nice lineup. A surprising lineup in the sense that I think we all didn't expected Rafinha to start as a number 10, and I think it was a good decision by Flick, because Rafinha was moving a lot, was, even if sometimes lacking a bit, but was connecting the team well. The first half wasn't the best, but he was able to, I think, to improve the team also a little bit in the half time. I think he was because I saw, for example, in the second half, Rafinha getting behind more than what he was doing in the first half, for example. I think that is that probably was an instruction for Flick, I would imagine. And the subs as a whole, as we talked in the start of the stream, sorry, were good subs, and especially very well timed. No, they were in the right subs in the right time, which is I think a very good point. Flick had a good match. First half was poor, but second half was where we improved. Lineup was surprisingly good, except for Ferran. Made subs early enough in the game. Yeah, exactly. And got the 3 points. That is the most important thing. So I think the Flick. Yeah, I would probably give an 8.5 as well, together with Leva and Casado. I think his job he did well. What a manager can do in a match in terms of subs, lineups, and all of that, I think he did correctly and got the win, which is always the most important thing. So let me just give a last look in the Twitters, so just to see if we have some any interesting thing that we made that could be interesting, but it doesn't seem like. No, it doesn't. It looks like we don't. So I think that's gonna be it for today. Let's as I said, I have something to do now, but yeah, man. I personally have enjoyed a lot the stream today. Hopefully, you guys that have been in the chat and in the stream as a whole have done it as well. Thank you very much, Harry, for being in the chat active, and anybody else that has been there, man. And probably we'll see if everything goes well. Of course, we see ourselves in the next week, probably Friday, no, in the podcast stream, and then Saturday after the Bilbao, the Athletic games ends, no, because he's on side right now. Thanks for the stream today, Otavio. Enjoy seeing your friends, and let's hope we can get a second 3 points a week today. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, for sure. Hopefully, when we come back here in a week, we are in the same spirit, in the same positive vibe as we were today. Because of course, when we get Barca win, it always makes things better, no? But that's it, man, and everybody that has been a stream, thank you very much for tuning in, and we see ourselves next week. Have a very good weekend, everybody. One and all.